Hi, Professor Rujo Moreno with an overview of Objective 1 in Chapter 7. Here we're talking a lot about different types of consumer loans. So just understand that you will need loans eventually in your life. So understanding that these are contracts that you're signing should make you feel like you need to learn about as many as possible. And of course, make sure you read everything before you sign it. Once you sign it, you've signed a legal agreement to pay. Auto loans are probably the most common for most people because almost everybody buys a car at one point in time and thus oftentimes would need a loan. Just understand when you're buying an asset like a car or a house or other things, the asset itself is collateral for the loan, which means that as part of the deal of borrowing money, you have promised that if you can't pay back your loan, they have a right to take the asset. So with a car loan, if you can't pay it back, implicit in the contract is your agreement that they can take the car back, which is what repossession is, if you do not follow through with the terms of the contract, if you don't pay the loan. So please understand it's a very, very important type of issue. A durable good, simply a consumer good that lasts a long time, like a television, washer, dryer, things like this, RVs, furniture. Um, Education loans, we're talking about student loans a bit, personal loans, consolidation loans, all very important to sort of understand. You're also going to be learning about what's called either the difference between a single payment loan versus an installment loan. Very important to know that. And a lot of detail given to you on student loans. So that's important because student loans, even though there are many different ones, just for you to know, once you get a student loan, it has to be paid back. Right now, under the law, it's one of those loans that could never, ever be discharged through a bankruptcy. Okay. So until that law changes, we're stuck. If you have a student loan, you're stuck with it forever. Loans can either be fixed rate or variable rate. So again, that interest rate that you agree to can stay fixed throughout the term of the loan. Or in some cases, loans can vary their interest rate based on an index. Could be the prime rate, could be other types of rates. So as it goes up and down, the interest on your loan goes up and down. Where can you get consumer loans? Any type of financial institution. I know we're looking at banks, credit unions, savings and loans. They all do make loans. You can get loans from a consumer finance company, although very likely those are going to be more expensive to get. It might be a little bit easier to get, but it might be very expensive to get one of those. Some businesses have their own sales finance companies. So when you go and buy, say, a Toyota, you can get a loan from Toyota to buy the car because they have Toyota Motor Credit. So that's a sales finance company. It helps the company sell their goods. And that's very common in that regard. The last thing it says here is friends and relatives, just don't do it. I mean, you really need that relationship for your whole life. And you don't want issues like money or fighting over money or bad blood to happen because someone didn't pay back a loan to stand over the long term. Your relationships with your friends and relatives matter a lot more than getting a loan from